When it's time to let them go. Hi, I'm Coach Abby. Thank you so much for joining me at Love Advice TV. This is probably one of the most difficult questions we are forced to ask ourselves. When must we let them go? Very difficult. And we narrow it up to a certain extent in the best way that we possibly can. First and foremost, when you realize that they're just not good for you, that the relationship has become very toxic, that it brings out the beast in you, that is, you're just not getting anywhere with it, that it has escalated, where respect is lost, where the value of the relationship has completely decreased in such a sense that it would be extremely difficult to recreate it in a way that it could flourish and survive. You also have to think when your morals and values are compromised in order to be with them. I mean, if you find yourself all of a sudden with a person that you love tremendously, and for one instance, I mean, they live with someone else. They used to be with you. They live with someone else. And they've chosen that someone else. But they're not altogether ready to drop the dessert, per se. And you're there willing to cater to them. You are compromising your morals, your values, just to be with them. And this will backfire on you. And it backfires because it will literally affect your mental health. It's very, very difficult when we're doing something against our core, when the desperation has gotten so high that we're willing to put up with being an option and not the priority. And we don't see it happening. And all of a sudden we find ourselves in that quagmire. And it's all stemmed from insecurity. Because you have to also realize if that person, breakups are breakups. And when we try to get back together with our exes, it might not be a very easy road, but there is a certain amount of give and take. If that person is not offering you any type of hope, of saying yes, perhaps one day, a year from now, 2 years, whatever, and we're just there waiting on hands and foot for them, it's time to let go. They don't value you. And no one that doesn't value you can love you, can respect you, can want to be with you. Because we always want to be with that is the best. It's part of our own personal pride. Don't you want to be with someone that you walk into a room and say, that person is the best for me? Well, when we put ourselves in compromising situations where our morals and values have plummeted, they don't look at us that way. And you have to see it literally in a way of saying to yourself, I gave it all I had. I squeezed that lemon to the core. You can walk out and remove yourself from that when you gave it all you have. If you feel that you need to get to that place, I strongly suggest save yourself a lot of heartache, save yourself a lot of hurt. It's horrible. It takes your breath away in a very, 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 very humiliating way. And there's never an I'm sorry's, and there's never anything, because it's fueled by expectation. They don't respect you. You need to regain your respect. You need to see how you have to rebuild yourself. And at the end of the day, once you're over the shock, the hurt, the shame of your behavior that will haunt you for a while after the breakup. Because if it hurts you in the way that it should have hurt you because it compromised your moral and values, shame follows. And that you have to deal on a one-to-one basis with yourself. But once you're able to to face each and every emotion that is attached to that. You should see it as a silver lining, because it really does allow you that opportunity to really find the right fit for you. The person that is as anxious to be with you as you are with them. The person that looks out for you, that loves you in your good parts and in your bad parts. A person that is unconditional. All the wonderful traits that make up a strong relationship, that's loyal, that's faithful. Everything that you must be as well. It's not just about taking, it's about giving. It's a very hard decision. It's not what any of us want to hear. I've got to let go. But you have to. Because when once again, your mental health is at stake, it's time to do that. And if it means going to not only coaching, but you can have coaching and as a supplement, a therapist. We need to have someone help us be able to define how to be able to re-find ourselves. That self that we lost in a relationship that was not good for us, that became very toxic. Book a coaching session with me. I will hold your hand along the way. It's not an easy one. It's very difficult, but it's doable. And like I mentioned before, it is a silver lining of sorts if you allow yourself to walk that path and recapture the wonderfulness of the person that you really are by focusing on your strengths, on your values, on your morals, on you. You're unique. You're amazing. And you can't allow anyone to distort that. Please do not forget to subscribe to our channel. The channel is literally your channel. It is done for the purpose of helping you navigate not only this issue, but so many issues along the way. Put your comments in the section below. Let me know how you're dealing with certain issues in the relationship. It'll be my pleasure to respond to them in a timely fashion. Each of them as they come in, it is my intention always to be there for you, whether it's through coaching or through answering emails and or comments. Until next time, I'm Coach Abby.